What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Oh, hi guys, welcome to Nicky's World. I'm Nicky, your host, and today we gotta talk about the new year, 2023, and you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm back from vacation, boys. So we got a lot to talk about, and I got a lot of explaining to do, guys. I certainly do. I have so much to explain about what I did over the vacation and what's going on with the podcast show, where's the podcast show going, and where am I going personally, okay? So, we got a lot to talk about that, alright? But before we go any further, guys, if y'all love Nicky's World so much, guys, please, guys, seriously, please consider donating a cup of coffee for me, because for a price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and even at Cumberland Farms, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. And, oh, by the way, guys, I'm also on Locals, guys. If you guys want to support this podcast show, and I also have behind-the-scenes content that I normally do not publish on my social media platforms, alright? And also, guys, I do have affiliate sponsors. If you guys want to support me through my affiliate sponsors, the link's in the description below. And before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nicky's World so much, please hit that like, subscribe, please give me a review, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the nasty. And before we get the show on the road, and literally, guys, before we get the show on the road, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nicky's World, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Woo-wee. Woo. Alright, got through the show's formalities, you know what I mean? Holy cow, that took a bit, but, yep, got through the show's formalities, and now I'm on the freaking damn road, and on the way to work. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, this is a hell of good coffee, man. And yep, and that's a hell of a good coffee. If you guys want to get me talking more, buy me more coffee, and I'll talk my ass off. Yeah, literally. But anyway, guys, it's 2023, brand new year, folks. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to cover. I got a lot that I want to accomplish this year in 2023. First off the rip, guys, I'm not doing New Year's resolutions anymore, because you know why? They don't work, first of all. People fail them by like the first like 4 to 6 months. They fail to complete their New Year's resolutions. Pretty much. So to me, New Year's resolutions don't work. To me, what works is having an agenda and having goals that I want to get done by the end of the year. So part of this podcast show is laying out the foundation for the 2023 year, laying out what I want to do, what I want to accomplish, what I want to achieve, and what I want to have done by the end of the year. Basically, this is my version of my New Year's resolution, but I'm not calling it a New Year's resolution because, like I said before, people will fail to accomplish their New Year's resolution in 4 to 6 months. So that's what the show's all about this year, and that's what this episode's going to be all about. All right, so this year I'm going to try to take this show and basically expand it even more. This year I'm going to try to do more commentary. I'm going to try to do like more of Tucker Carlson, more of Sean Hannity, Dan Bongino, and basically I'm going to try to get into more of the Joe Rogan type, where we do interviews with people and we do mashup of like, wow, and we talk to different people, we get people on the air, we get people on the show, and we try to say, hey, what's your side of the story and all this 2-bit shit and all that. Yep. One thing I want to try to accomplish this year, guys, and I want to try to accomplish this as a person. As y'all know, guys, I love doing rope shibari. I love doing rope tying. Okay? I want to expand that even further by basically buying my own portable suspension frame where I can do my own shibari instead of having to rely on rope riggers, because a lot of rope riggers that I've tried to go work with will only work with you if you're a cisgender biological woman, okay? But being that I'm an intersex person, I don't get opportunities to be rope tied with riggers. I don't. So instead, I am learning self-suspension and self-tying by myself, because not a lot of rope riggers will want to work with people like me who have a body that is not typically of male or female. Most rope riggers that I've known and I've come across on Instagram and FetLife are ones that would rather work with biological women, cisgender women, okay? But people like me who are not male or female biologically, we're left learning to do rope tying on our own. So part of my goal this year is to be able to self-suspend by myself. All right? So which means in 2023, I have a goal that by summertime, by the start of summer, I want to be able to self-suspend and self-tie. I want to be able to take a suspension frame and be able to go up in the air and self-tie and self-suspend. That's the goal. That's the goal, and that's why I am working towards it by learning different ties, different harnesses, like different hip, chest, fudos. You know what I mean? Learning how to do like leg partials and many other types of suspensions. Basically, I just want to learn how to get up in the air, so to speak. and I want to do it by myself because not a lot of riggers will take on people like me. All right? None will. So for people like me, I have to resort to doing things by myself and on my own and without any help or aid or assistance from anyone. Yeah. So that's why part of my goal this year is to basically be able to self-suspend by myself without ever having to basically have help from anyone. Yeah. I want to be able to do that. I really do. I really, really do. One thing I want to do, guys, I want to get into, and this is what I've often tell people, I want to get into like nude modeling. I want to get into rope modeling. I want to get into like basically like what they call a boudoir, like doing like basically like nude modeling, stuff like that. I want to get into that, but the problem is that I don't have a lot of people to work with. Not a lot of photographers are willing to work with like people who have different like sex, gender identities, sexual orientation, or different like physicalities. So the challenge this year for me is to be able to work with a photographer who is open to doing like rope modeling, nude modeling, like kink modeling, and even like fetish modeling. I would love to get into that. And plus also like this, I would love to get into nude modeling as an intersex person, because here's my reason for that, guys, is that I want to be able to show people as an intersex person that there's nothing wrong with being born with an intersex body. There's nothing wrong with having a body that is not typical of male and female. I want to be able to show that, and I want to be able to show people that it's okay to have a body that is not typical of men and women. And I want to show that it's normal and it should be accepted. I want to be able to show that. So that's one of the goals I want to do for the whole year, is to do nude modeling, like boudoir and rope modeling, okay, and also like kink modeling. I want to be able to do that this year. So I want to be able to do that, and I want to be able to accomplish that. And that's why I often say, if any like photographers that are interested in doing like rope modeling, nude modeling, boudoir, and all the other types of like kink modeling like that, and are open to like intersex DSD people like me, I would be welcome to it. And if you're listening on this podcast show, drop me a message, or send me like an email, and we can talk about it. All right. One thing I do want to do, guys, this year, and I've talked about this, and I never got to do this last year due to economic problems going on, is that I want to do more. I want to do more of nude camping. So, which means during the summer, I live in the Northeast, so it's hard to do nude camping in this time of the year unless I go to, say, like Southern California or down in Florida this time of the year. But if it gets warm enough during the spring and summer, I want to be able to go basically do more nude camping, and basically I want to go from like spending a weekend to at least 4 days like going nude camping. I want to be able to do that more. So that is one thing I'm hoping I get to do, and hoping I get to do more nude camping as well, which would be awesome, which would be cool, and which would be like something that I'd be okay with. Yeah, I really would, man. So that's one thing I want to be able to get to do, and that's a goal in mind that I have also, you know. And the other thing I want to do with the show is I want to expand the show even further. Okay, I want to take the show in the same direction that Dan Bongino, Joe Rogan, Sean Hannity, you know what I mean, and even Tucker Carlson have done. I want to take it where I want to bring guests on board. I want to bring people on board the show and make it into an hour-long show, like a once a week hour-long show, where we can talk shit, talk the breeze, talk crap, and then basically talk about anything that's on my mind. So that's something I want to do, and something I want to bring up and bring on. I really do, man. So that's something I have in mind, and that's something I want to go with. And the other thing I want to do is bring on more affiliate sponsors. So which means I am looking for more affiliate sponsors to the podcast show. If any companies out there want to advertise on my podcast show, drop me an email. We can negotiate, and we can hatch a plan where I can advertise on my podcast show for you. All right, that's one thing I want to talk about, you know, and I want to get this off the ground and going. Yep. One thing I want to talk about this, guys. What I did over the holidays, okay? Over the holidays, my last podcast show was before Christmas Eve, and I decided I wanted to take the holidays off, okay? I wanted to take the holidays off, guys, because here was the thing, guys. I basically wanted to give my listeners a break. I basically wanted to give people, time to be with their families, because during the holidays, being with your family is so important, okay? Think of it this way. Your family is the foundation for everything that you do and for everything that is around you, okay? Without your family, you're never going to get to do the things you want to do. You're never going to get to go places, do things, or even base your whole existence on. So that's why it's like this. My family comes first before everything else. And my family has become an important foundation to whatever I want to do. Because if I don't have a family around, I ain't going to be able to do jack shit. So that's why to me, family comes first. Family before everything else. And during the holidays, I wanted to spend time with my mom. And there was a reason for that. Because my dad died of COVID over 2 years ago. Okay? My dad used to spend time a lot with my mom. Alright? But since my dad died 2 years ago, now it's like me and my brothers are all the ones that are spending time with mom. Yeah. So that's why during the holidays I take a break from podcasting, simply because I want to spend time with the family. I want to be able to reconnect with the family and all that. And basically prioritize everything around the family. I look at family as being the most important thing and why we exist. I look at that. And that's why I look at family as an important factor in things I want to do. Like, say, if I want to look for a new job, I want to make sure my family's okay with that. Yeah. So that's why I often say it's like this. Family first, everything else second. If I don't have a family, I don't have a connection to the world. And that's why during the holidays, I got to spend time with my mom. You know what I mean? We got to go to the casino during the holidays, especially on Christmas Day, which was great. Got to gamble a little bit. I won some, lost some, but at least I got to play. That's all I got to say. But during the break, I got to spend time with mom, and at the same time, guys, I went to go visit my dad too. My dad's remains are at a Buddhist temple in Morris, Connecticut, and as a result, I do every now and then go visit like my dad up there. I give him like a few things. I know I like to give him a beer, but I can't because it's at a Buddhist temple, and alcohol is a big no. So I give him like water. I give him like snacks. You know what I mean? I give snacks in his name, which is kind of good. You know what I mean? And plus, I give monetary donation to the temple, which is great. But I do it in his name. So that is the good thing about that. You know. So I did get to spend time with the family, which was important, you know, which was like, yeah, that's something you want to do, you know, because you want to be able to say, hey, family comes first, you know what I mean? Family comes first before everything else. As far as like what I plan to do like job-wise, is try to find a job that I can make a career out of. Because right now in 2023, my current job is okay, but doesn't pay enough to pay the bills. So right now I'm looking for a new job that pays enough to pay the bills, and basically that can get me to save money to get my own, like either a condo, a house, or a manufactured home. Simple as that. Either one of those three is fine by me. Either one of those three. Okay? Either one. But right now, the way the economy is right now, no thanks to the fucking Democrats, I gotta look for another job that pays more. You know, because my current job doesn't pay a whole lot. It pays very little. It does. It literally does. So instead, now, I'm just gonna hold on to this job until another job comes along that pays better than this one. That pays me enough where I can save my money for a condo, for a manufactured home, or even a starter home. Yeah, pretty much. As far as kayak fishing, that's still going to be in play. So that's going to be divided up between going nude camping, kayak fishing, and whatchamacallit, you know what I mean, doing like rope work. So it's going to be divided up between all three. But I will be able to spend my time in all of them, you know. as far as like with kayak fishing, I do have to start buying new gear for the kayak. So which means my kayak is good, but it just needs some mods. Just needs some mods to make it better. So I have to buy the mods to make my kayak look a lot better than before. Really do, guys. I really do. Other than that, personally for me, 2023, I'm just trying to spend a year without having to argue with stupid idiots. Personally, I'm just going to try to steer clear of idiots who basically, if you can't argue with them, they love to name call you, they love to pick on your appearance, your name, your everything. So I'm going to try to steer clear away from these people and basically, like, even debate with people who can talk like a normal adult. Yeah. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. Oh, yeah, that's a hell of a good coffee there. That is right there, guys. That is a hell of a good coffee. Yep. So, anyway, one thing I want to say about, like, 2023, it just reminds me that 2023 is going to be the same like 2022, but only going to suck worse, because I've said this on my Instagram page where 2023 is going to be a year of me being like forgotten, left out, left behind, and excluded. It is. It's going to be a year of me being like left behind, excluded, you know what I mean? Forgotten, and probably never included. So it's going to be the same year like 2022. But the only difference is I'm going to probably be excluded from all the opportunities. Yeah. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. But that's what's expected. I mean, unless something changes and something's different, then I'll look forward to it. But other than that, guys, I just look forward to 2023 where I can do things, where I can break new ground and be able to do amazing things. Okay? Pretty much. Also, with the podcast show, I want to expand it even further, and I want to try to grow the show. So, if any of you guys got topics or episode ideas you guys want me to talk about, drop me a line. And my rules for that is like this. I require 3 sources for me to talk about it. I require a minimum of 3 sources. Any more sources is fine by me, but they all have to be worthy sources that I can validate, look at, and say, okay, yeah, it's something we can talk about on the show. And then I'll give credit where credit's due. Okay? So, if y'all got a show topic idea, let me know. Hit me up on it. I wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. But, in any case, I just want to say like this. 2023, make it the year of you. Make you a priority. Make it the year that you come first before everything else. I've learned this over vacation that my family is important, and as well as me. Whereas now this year it's going to be focusing on me being happy, me being like happy that I get to do this, do that, get to enjoy this, get to enjoy that, get to be involved more in this and this and this. That is my goal for the year, is to be happy, to be involved, to be doing things, to be included, and to be like accepted. That is essentially what I want to do for the whole year. And that is essentially what I want to get out of this whole year. I really do. I really do, guys. I want to be able to get my whole year's worth by saying, hey, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to accomplish this. I can show for it on my Instagram or on my Vero. I got to. Also, this year, guys, I'm going to try to expand my social media by going alternative social media too, guys, because I want to be able to expand my alternative social media presence, because I want to be able to, as they say, like in stock investing, you want to diversify your portfolio. You want to be more diversified than ever. So, which means you want to have more presence out there than any place else. You really do, guys. And that's why this year we're gonna focus on having more of my presence out there in alternative social media, okay? And basically make it well known out there and make it well established that yes, I have a much larger presence on alternative social media platforms than I do on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Yeah. And I'll say this also, guys. You'll never see me going back on Twitter. It's been 6 years since I left Twitter in 2018. They dumped me. So in turn, I dumped them and say, I'm done. I'm not going back to it. Yeah. So that's why I will not go back on Twitter. Even if Elon Musk reinstated my old Twitter account, I have no intentions of going back to it. I have no intentions of ever going back to the platform. So you will never see me back on Twitter, no matter how hard you try. You'll never. Even if I had a few people there that want to beg me to go back, I will just say no. I won't. I have no interest in going back into Twitter and being mentally drained and basically being psychologically drained from having to fight and deal with stupid idiots and retarded assholes on Twitter. Yeah. So that's why I have no interest. I will never go back. Never. I'll never go back. I will never consider. Not in a bazillion years, ladies and gentlemen. Not in a bazillion years. Nope. Nope. In any case, guys, I just want to say like this before I close out the show for today. I hope you all have your goals set up for 2023 and hope you all achieve them. Because I have my goals I laid out today on the show, and I hope to get them accomplished. Because I'm going to tell you this, I want to get them accomplished. I want to get them done. I want to get them basically put in saying I did all this and this and this. I got this and this and this accomplished. Pretty much, guys, I want to be able to do that. I literally do. Yep. And that's what I want to hope to get done in the year 2023. And I hope to do more of what I want to do in 2023. I hope so, guys. I really, literally hope so. So, anyway, guys, I got to do a couple of things. I got to get a cup of coffee before I throw myself into the door at work, I got to do a diaper check just to make sure I'm not developing a diaper rash or having problems with my diaper. All right? So, anyway, guys, I thank you guys for listening to Nicky's World. I'm Nicky, your host. I will see y'all soon. Bye for now. You just listened to an episode of Nicky's World. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.